Igbo ga ntio onye ọbụla pụtara na-esu ohi na-agba ama na-atụrụ ndị mmadụ na-eme ihe niile ndị a niile kwere na oyi IPOB onye agwa onye ohi ka anybody committing crime cannot go scot free. I swear it. They cannot go scot free. Anybody involved in any type of crime in the East cannot go free. And they're doing it because I'm in DSS.
Viewers and subscribers, you're welcome back again on this platform that tells you the bitter truth. Yes, let's talk Biafra. Yesterday, Nnamdi Kanu's bail application was denied. And Nnamdi Kanu himself spoke to the media. For all that could hear, that have ears, let them hear. And this is exactly what I have been talking about all these years and was labeled a saboteur.
The court is also entitled to change its mind as well, depending on the strength of the argument.
Thank you.
So we hope that they'll change their mind.
They are using it to do experiments against SSS.
Exactly. So there is no way we're going to allow that to happen. My rights must be respected.
It's important.
My right to fair hearing must be observed and obeyed.
Understand that.
They brought him to Kenya into this dock and allow him to talk with that.
You were talking about your health condition. What exactly is wrong with you, sir?
I have congenital heart failure. Congestive heart failure is called. From the medication, you can tell. So they're basically trying to keep me alive. So that when they calculate that I'm about to give up, that my heart is about to pack up, they will now say go. So when I go outside, I will die outside. That's what they're trying to do.
The medications they've been giving to you,
yes,
has it not been working?
It's not working. If it's working, why would I have all these lumps underneath my...
And he has written a petition to the Nigerian Medical Association where they brought one quack doctor, somebody who is not a doctor, to treat him.
To come and try and treat me.
But up to now, they have no...
They don't know what they're doing. And they know they don't know what they're doing. Or else, why would I have this?
As long as it remains in DSS custody, there won't be
no trial.
So what is your application for the court? What do you
Is
want?
seeking for a non-custodial arrangement by the court.
You said house arrest.
Exactly. I don't mind house arrest because I'll defeat them. In this court, I'll defeat the federal government of Nigeria. Here, the whole world will see it. Where is the treasonable felon? Where is it? All these years, journalists are shouting treasonable, treason. What's the treason today? It's gone. The same way this terrorism charge will go. I'm thinking of another capital offense that can charge me with. Maybe, I don't know, impregnating the wife of somebody. I don't know what other thing they're going to charge you.
Are you saying you are innocent of all these charges?
The federal government, they know I'm not guilty. My only guilt is that I'm fighting for my people. And I will fight for them.
Okay, sir, last
for justice and fairness and equity everywhere.
Last question. Has your family been able to...
Anybody using IPOB to commit crime is a criminal. It's not part of this family. Our family is based on 4 cardinal points. You must be without fear before your enemies. You must speak the truth always, even if it leads to your death. You must help the poor and those who cannot help themselves, and be of good character that God may love thee. That's who we are.
So what will be your words to those out there in the East who are killing in the name of IPOB?
That they are criminals. They are criminals. They are not part of this family. We are called a family for a reason. We've come to serve our people, not to enslave them. Anybody conducting any type of activity that contravenes the welfare of our people is a criminal and must be dealt with.
Thank you very much, sir.
Any form of violence or subversion in the name of Biafra is not part of this family. Our family is noble. It's called IPOB. It's all over the world.
So you condemn anything that has to do with killing?
In total, why would I kill?
And violence.
People have sacrificed my parents for them. Why would I want to kill any other person after that?
Anybody who's committing crime in the name of IPOB is on his
is a criminal. I've said it. He's a criminal and should be dealt with adequately.
Igbo ga ntio onye ọbụla pụtara na-esu ohi na-agba ama na-atụrụ ndị mmadụ na-eme ihe niile ndị a niile kwere na oyi IPOB onye agwa onye ohi ka IPOB ka we are here to fight for freedom, for justice, equity and fairness. That's what we're fighting for. Nothing more, nothing less. And we cannot be cowed by anybody. We are without fear before our enemies. And we speak the truth always. I want all the journalists here arrayed to go and ask government of Nigeria, what happened to treasonable felon? Where are those charges today?
From 2015.
They have just disappeared because they have no evidence against me. Anybody committing crime cannot go scot-free. I swear it. They cannot go scot-free. Anybody involved in any type of crime in the East cannot go free. And they're doing it because I'm in DSS. That's what. If I want to say, no idiot can try this rubbish, and they know it very well. They know it very well. And I suspect that some people in government are complicit. Yes. They are making money with insecurity.
That's correct.
They're making money with it. They know Nnamdi Kanu is outside. In 2 minutes, this nonsense will stop. Who is the idiot? Who is the bagger? That will speak when I'm talking. Who is the fool? Who is the idiot? I ask. That I give an order in the East, and any idiot will counter it. Who is the bastard? I'm asking you. Nobody can.
Sir, are you
I'm Nnamdi Kanu. Who is the idiot?
No, don't. No, no.
What is it?
Can you tell us the ongoing killings in the East in the name of IPOB? What is your stand on that?
Anybody involved in any form of violence or insecurity in the Southeast
In the
name of IPOB is a gunner, and they know it. Let me come out of this nonsense, this mess. 2 minutes only.
There will be peace.
Only 2 minutes, I guarantee you.
And tranquility.
And there will be peace in the East, not just Southeast. Everywhere in the East, if not the entire South. Huh?
Yes.
I have been saying it that anyone that is engaged in any form of criminality in the name of Biafra is not doing Nnamdi Kanu any service, nor Biafran people generally any service. Come to think of it, all the criminalities happening, the kidnapping, the killing, and every form of violent activities, who are the victims in Biafran land? The Biafran people. And you say you're fighting your freedom. I have always said it is two ways to get Biafra. Either you take up arms and face Nigeria head on in another war, or you take up your political platform to pursue your self-determination. It's either through politics or through armed struggle. But even in armed struggle, there is also politics of war. Yes. And today, with the current dispensation in Nigeria, you cannot avoid it. You cannot avoid engaging in serious political revolution. Not the kind of politics that you are talking about in Nigeria, where you do buying and selling politics, where you have vagabonds representing you in different levels of government. It is only when you have people of ideology, the same ideology, to achieve your freedom first before talking about independence, because they are two different things. I keep saying it here, but people don't understand because you have been beclouded with sentiment. Your sense of reasoning have completely been overshadowed by sentiment. And this is exactly what Nnamdi Kanu had cleared. And very, very specifically, somebody was mentioned, in case you didn't hear it well.
I'm Nnamdi Kanu. Who is the idiot?
No, don't. No.
What is it?
And you saw the reaction. Although Nnamdi Kanu himself will not like to mention any person's name for now, but those who are involved already know themselves. Everyone wants to cash out in the name of Biafra. You must understand that. And now, having said that, let us now focus on the solution. I have been saying that the only way we can get it right is through political process. Now, come to think of it, these representatives at the House of Rep, at the Federal House of Rep, came to speak for Nnamdi Kanu. Listen.
Honorable Biagwacha, who is representing Nnamdi Kanu at the House of Representatives, to make his comment and gossip.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my honorable colleague. Ahamo Obi Agwacha. Anamano Chitanya ndi kuano. Umahia North, Numahia South. Take a one name woko. Ramoana Chitanya. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Well, Igbo is allowed, is a constitutional language. I can speak Igbo in the chamber of the National Assembly. But however, let me speak in English. It's very sad, like my brother said. that there are two separate rules, one for other Nigerians and one for the Igbo man. Nigeria appears to still be in distrust and uncomfortable with the Igbo man. And all the Igbo man wants is, full development and aspirational goals for all persons, regardless of, ethnicity, religion, or gender. We are very saddened about today. Like my brother said, this is a great, unique opportunity that has been missed, that would have been the basis for peace and reconciliation in the Southeast. All the agitations that are happening in the Southeast, all the crime and criminality, banditry, kidnapping that are happening in the Southeast is because of the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of people are using his name to commit all these crimes and criminality. The peace in the Southeast, or peace in Nigeria, cannot go anywhere without the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. The government cannot miss this opportunity, but we are very optimistic that by the next hearing, as the judge said, that one, he will be granted bail. He hasn't committed any crime in this country that will continue to warrant his illegal detention. So we are calling on the government of President Ahmed Tinubu to do the right thing and not be held hostage like the former President Buhari did because of his own personal bias against the Igbos and against Nnamdi Kanu. So I'm calling on all Igbos, wherever they are, to remain calm. This man will walk away free one day to the glory of God. Thank you.
Good. Now, this is people who are not even voted on the platform or ideology of Biafra self-determination. These are people who are voted on the general note of Nigerian political process, from the PDP to the Labour Party and the rest of them. APC is even off the mark. Those ones are off the book. Now, when we talk about the political ideology of Biafra, it begins with having people who will go out there and standing for, to start with, to restructure Nigeria back to regional government. That is the starting point. When the agitation continues, other regions of Nigeria will follow suit. And when that one is achieved, we have achieved 75% of the Biafra freedom we seek. What are those freedom? Economic freedom. We'll be able to harness our economy. We're able to harness our economic potential, as well as other people doing same in their various regions. We will be able to be in charge of our security. You all see what is happening in Delta State. This has been happening across Nigeria and in most part of Biafra land. Most recently, especially if you go to Imo State, that place has become Sambisa forest. Some people cannot go to their villages in Imo State for years now, because you have a system that is designed to victimize Nigerians generally, particularly the Biafran people. It is when you have that regional government, you start talking about having an atmosphere that will encourage, that will inspire, that will ignite the potential our people possess and unleash it for our own good. These are the freedom we seek. These are the freedom we seek. The self-determination for you to be able to decide for yourself, improve on yourself, and develop by yourself without any outside interference. Within Nigeria to start with. Before you start talking about independence, before you start talking about complete breakout, it is only when you have true federalism, that's when you start talking about referendum and the rest of them. Our people must understand this. I keep saying this, we keep preaching this, and people labeled me saboteurs. Especially those who are even agents of one Nigeria as it is today, working for the politicians and marking themselves as Biafra agitation or agitators. So let me just keep it that way. We'll continue this conversation on the Biafra Discourse live. You can join me and be part of that discussion, and on the comment section we'll continue this conversation. I'm Asuchere Peters, a die-hard Biafran from the core, with no apology attached to it. GGM will continue preaching this message of freedom, not just to the Biafran people, but all indigenous people in Nigeria and across Africa, for us to understand what it takes for us to be truly free from all form of enslavement, whether pre-colonial, colonial, neo-colonial, or whatever form and shape it takes. We must be free in our homeland. Please help me share this video, like it, subscribe for more. Bye bye for now.